Morning. Good morning, everybody. So we are in Jackson, New Hampshire. We found this quaint little place to stay in. It's called Eagle Mountain House. We are in the White Mountains. Right down the road from us is kind of one of the reasons we came up here. It's called the Mount Washington Auto Road. Okay, some history about this Eagle Mountain House thing. I guess it was built in 1879. And it wasn't quite as big at the time. And then it burnt down in the early 1900s. And then they rebuilt it again the way that you see it now. No, a little bit smaller than what you see it now. But it's kind of impressive because they took... Okay, so we're up in the mountains. Early 1900s, they didn't have these fancy blacktop roads and the big heavy equipment. But it took them 1 year to build this place in the early 1900s. So those guys must have been incredibly busy. It would have been an amazing feat to build it in 1 year's time by today's standards. So what this place used to be, it was a summer resort for wealthy people out of Boston and New York. And I guess what used to happen is in the springtime, Mama and the kids would come up here and spend all summer at this resort, hang out doing what they do, kids playing in the creeks and the lake and running around, and then the dads would come up here on the weekends. They go back to either Boston or New York or wherever they were from during the week and work, and then they come up here on the weekends, which I think is crazy because it's quite a hike to get here from New York or Boston. And in the early 1900s, that would have been a heck of a trek up here by train. So I guess so this place used to be 126 rooms, and it used to be owned by people. So a person could buy a room, and then the room here would just be theirs indefinitely to use, come and go as they want. But 10 years ago, ownership changed hands, and the guy that owns this place now lives in Florida, and he turned it into just a hotel. All the people that owned it sold him all of their shares, I guess. So now it's just a hotel resort. Pretty amazing place. I'll get a video of the inside. It's a pretty cool place. Old place. You still actually have keys to open up your rooms. You don't have the swipe cards. Pretty cool place. If you guys ever get a chance, this would be a nice place to stay. Eagle Mountain House. Hey guys, we are at the bottom of Mount Washington. It's a pretty impressive mountain range here. It's kind of nice. We are heading up to the top of, we're heading to the summit of Mount Washington on a road called the Mount Washington Auto Road. Down here at the bottom it's about 75 plus degrees, and at the top they're saying it's 46. I guess they had snow up there once this year, but last week maybe it was, they had snow up top, but I don't think it's there anymore. So we're gonna make a trip up top. I'm gonna take a, whatever you call it, it's not a video recording, but I'm gonna record us going up to the top. I'll probably have to fast forward it because it's probably gonna be too long otherwise. You guys don't want to watch that. I think it says it's 8 miles to get to the top. Should be fun. No. 231 miles an hour is pretty fast. But for those of you that know our friend Jesse, he can break wind a lot faster than that, I think. I'll walk over this way. I don't want to see this over here. Alright guys, we are on top of Mount Washington. We took the Mount Washington Auto Road to the top. I think we spent most of it in first gear. A couple spots we may have hit second, but most of it I think was just first gear, and it was pretty stinking steep. Probably the steepest road I've ever been on. So we're up here now. We just went up to the summit and went in there, gift shop, and had lunch. Heading back to the bike, and we're gonna head down. Gentlemen, both. So the road down should be a little bit more interesting than the road up, but we'll have a good time. Once we leave here, I'm not sure, we're gonna go down on another fancy road called the Kankamangas, which is kind of a snaky, curvy road going up and over and through some of the other mountain ranges. So we'll go do that. Let's just worry about getting down for now, huh? Say hi, Mom.
Hello. We made it.
We're halfway there.
And we could technically say that we climbed to the top peak of a mountain because we had to walk the rest of the way to the peak.
We had to walk from here all the way up there. Do you believe there's actually some idiots that walk up this whole entire thing? All the way from the bottom, 6,288 feet, all the way to the top. Eek. I don't know what's wrong with people. I don't know why they do that stuff. Huh.
That would have been a fun part.
Well, there's the old Indian. We're parked right on the edge of the world. It seems like it's pretty cool. You guys probably can't see this stuff in the camera, but there's this huge, really steep pass right here. That the wind's coming in and it's pushing the clouds right up. I don't know if you look up, you can see that the cloud formations that are getting formed from these mountain ranges. Because if you go just a little bit that way, there's beautiful blue skies, and then here in the mountain range, these mountains are making all these clouds. I don't know if you can see it or not. I don't even know where I'm pointing, but somewhere over here, the clouds are coming almost straight up. Yeah, it's pretty stinking cool. It's a little bit chilly up here. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. They said that it was going to be 46 degrees here at the summit, but I don't think it's quite that cold.
Feels pretty good, actually.
Yeah, it feels nice. It was really warm down at the bottom. So here you go, the old Indian. She's been doing pretty well for us. It's been a good bike so far. They made us leave our trailer down at the bottom. They didn't want us going up or down the mountain with the trailer, which we were hoping that that was the case. We didn't want to bring it up. All right, later, dudes. All right, we just made it to the bottom of Mount Washington Auto Road. It's not as bad as it was made out to be, I guess. Most of the way down we stayed in first gear. A couple times we hit second gear. It's not as bad as some of the stuff that I've watched videos on and read about. I don't think it's all that bad. The only time it gets bad is if you get some idiot in front of you in a vehicle that decides to go really slow. And we also had one pickup that just stopped in the middle of the damn road on our way up. Don't ever do that. Don't be that idiot. Okay, so we're done with the Mount Washington Auto Road. We're on our way. We're going to do the Kankamangas Highway, which is going to run us over into Vermont, where we are going to end up at the Ben & Jerry's ice cream factory, where I'm going to eat some ice cream, and I'm going to tell you guys how good it was, and I'm not going to share. It's really stinking warm here at the bottom of the mountain. I don't know what our elevation is here, but the elevation's warm, and we're pretty dressed up because it was 50 degrees up top. Hope you all having a good day.
Bye.